And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against Syracuse. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And pitching in this game, Eric Rubio. What do you look for here?
Racked up a high pitch count last time, was only able to throw a couple of innings. He'll look to get deeper in this start today.
All right, ready to go here. Stepping in, Morris O'Connor. And this four-game set is underway.
Ball, that's in.
O'Connor with a homer in his last game. And that misses. And the count 2-1. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Almost got him. That one misses.
Nope,
so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And a foul ball. Step off throw to first. And he's back in easily. Ground ball left side. To second, there's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Saul Hunter, the next Twin up to hit. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Aye.
Oh, 1 down. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Cy Batai. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider Having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs. Situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Off the plate, ball 1.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. 1-2 now. That one ripped. Ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke the line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Hey!
Man at second. Runner takes off for third.
Inside,
Pitch
ball 1.
misses in. Throw,
Out on
and
the
they
tag.
got him. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. At the plate, Cody Berger.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Berger matched a homer in his last game. The 1-0. And it's fouled off. Man at first, one away. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And the 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. There's a strike. Gallegos, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's off
That's
the
inside.
inside edge. And it's 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So digging in, Billy Benjamin. This one drilled right center field. That one heads for the fence and gone. Home run number 10 on the year. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting the home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
The We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one. And that's a little bit high.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Two down, nobody on.
No, that's down.
Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a three-run homer. It's now 3-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Top of the second, and now for the Twins, Braden Hunter.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That's a ball.
Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Nope, inside, ball two.
Strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 2-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. One up, one down.
That is it. Guadalupe Herrera.
Hey!
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Out towards right center field. It gets down a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now, Derek Sparbori. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Just off the inside corner, and it's 1-2. In the dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses. Full count now. In the air out towards right center. Diaz on the move. Makes the grab.
The catcher,
Jason Goodson, the next to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball in.
Herrera off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
So a
Ball
walk
4, take the base.
puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
All 1.
First and second, 2 down as we play game 1 of this 4-game series.
That's ball right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Tamonte gets under it. And that is that. So they strand a pair. Now to the bottom of the second. The Lions have the advantage, 3-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Leading off, Brian Tovar.
Ball. That's inside. Nope. That's a ball.
Now
Ball
3-0. Right through there for a strike. That one misses.
No, ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Hey!
Way out front for strike 2. In the dirt.
Good
Ball
slider
2.
down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two now. And
Nope.
misses
That's inside.
And ball four to a board.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
First and second, no outs. Roger Saunders will hit next. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A three-run dinger. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spot. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Sai Batai out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Mike Meredith.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hey!
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this spring. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now the DH, Victor Gallegos. One for one with a single and a run scored so far. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Oh, that's
fastball
inside.
way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's inside. And it's a full count.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Caught him looking for the K. And that's in for a strike. Berger went deep in his most recent game.
Ball inside.
Well, that 2-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run! It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Forrest to Monty now at the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
What do you got?
Monty tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
That he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Up next to the plate, the right fielder,
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Now here is Saul Hunter. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Now in there across the letters. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination. Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
On the ground right side. And foul ball. The 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
But one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pick.
Hunter in the box now. Takes strike 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. One run is in. Ramirez coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 7-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
0-1 now.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Right back to him on the mound. Gets it to first. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 7-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Billy Benjamin.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook. I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Hey!
Carter batting 6th in today's lineup, and he's a native of Jamaica. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball for a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
Benjamin on at first. Nobody out.
Ball, that's
Outside with a
outside.
breaking ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Brian Tovar. He walked and came around to score his first time up. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Comes up empty. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Mason Trussell, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. And the 0-2.
That's a ball.
First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third.
Ball 2.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That's
Ball
off the
3.
mark. Ball 3. First and second here, no outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
That one fouled off. Change up on the corner, and that's a strike.
The two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate and runs in on the hands.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. 1-2 here. Down low, it kicks away. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Two down. Oh, he can't hang on. The flip. Here's one to first.
No, he's in there.
Time. Great effort there. Here's the catcher, Roger Saunders.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time out.
Ball that low. Hey!
The 1-2. In there, sets him down on strikes. The Lions out front 7-2. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Derek Sparbori.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Rip, but it curls foul. And now the 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Oh, 2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away down.
Up next for Minnesota, the center fielder, O'Connor.
Morris O'Connor, the next Twin up to hit. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. O'Connor launched a homer in his most recent game. Step off, throw to first.
He's good.
And he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
High fly ball out to left field. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We're midway in the fourth. The Lions have the lead, 7-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
That's a ball.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris.
Ball, that's out.
That's off
That's
the mark.
ball three.
And the count is 3-1. Pulls that one foul. Payoff pitch. That one
That's
misses.
ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Nope, that's down.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. A 2-run shot, and they add on. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Blue. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dig. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Cody Berger getting ready to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Deal 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Hey!
DeMonte was hammering the ball in his last game. He had 4 extra base knocks. This one in the air. Out number 2.
Up next for the Lions, the first baseman, number 23, Billy Benjamin.
Digging in, Billy Benjamin, and he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Ball one.
Chris, his batting average puts him in the top 10 in baseball right now.
Ball two.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses, and it's 3-0. In the air, left field. Hunter should have this one. Brings it in. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 9-2 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Twins, Thomas Ramirez.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Well, these Twins looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Darryl Tebow, the next Twin up to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And it's fouled away. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Nope. Outside.
Ramirez leads off first with one away. And a big swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one is upstairs. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Foul ball there.
Ball one.
Two on, one out. Way inside, gets out of the way. And a swing and a miss, being with a fastball. a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Guadalupe Herrera, 1 for 2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Mason Trussell.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track. You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him. 1 gone here.
Up next for the Lions, the center fielder, Ryan Doval.
Hey!
Ball 1.
That one's in there, and the count is 1-2. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing beat.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Got to be down in the
2.
zone with that 2-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. O'Connor settles underneath it. That is the inning. The Lions on top 9-2. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Julius Lopes gets the ball now.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Ball inside.
The 1-0. Lopes goes 6'1". He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And here's the catcher, Jason Goodson. He's 0 for 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Activity in the bullpen. Damon Rogers, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. To the right side, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for Minnesota, the first baseman, Jack Moody.
Hey.
In the air, foul off first. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Minnesota, the center fielder, Morris O'Connor.
So up next, Morris O'Connor. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Tovar in position, and that is that. Twins strand a pair. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Bottom of the 6th. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
The distance on these is what stands out to me, Boog. Every one of those home runs has gone at least 400 feet. The batter's box is a launching pad.
There's the strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of holding his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-1. next is the designated hitter, Victor Gallegos. He's already homered here in this one. Swung on, popped up left side. Goodson under it. And there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it off. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Fly ball down the line. Ramirez flying after this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. 2 on, 1 out.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
This ball checked to the ground, and that's just foul. On the ground to third, might be 2. Tebow to second, double play. And that'll do it for the inning. We're through 6 full. The Lions out front here, 9-2. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Ball, that pitch is out.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Outside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ball 1.
Ball 2.
That smash towards center. Reaching for it and breaks it in.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Julius Lopes is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now,
Damon Rogers gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
So up next for Minnesota, Braden Hunter. That one's in there, 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. The Lions have the advantage, 9-2. On the mound now for the Twins, Kevin Gerber.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Fastball for a strike. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Nope.
Grounds one to short. Hunter on to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. That clears the corner. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Mark Romano preparing to come on if needed. Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Okay, for Syracuse, third baseman, number 1, Xavier.
2 down, bases empty. Now, Xavier Carter, 1 for 3.
That's out.
And
Ball,
another
that's
ball.
out.
There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss. Struck him out looking. The Lions out front, 9-2. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Guadalupe Herrera. Just
Outside, that's the ball.
missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sam Aller getting loose out there. And a 1-0.
Ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last
That's
two
ball
pitches
3.
that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
There's a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Three-two. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
In the air to left center. Monty has a beat on it. That's out number 2.
Up next for Minnesota, the catcher, Jason.
The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Jason Goodson. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2. That one misses. Ball 1. Some heat there, 98 miles an hour. The Lions on top here, 9-2. Mark Romano taking over on the mound.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Leading off for the Lions, the center fielder, Ryan Dolan.
Hey!
Comes up empty.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Hey!
Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Ruben Cortez, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. And that skips into dirt.
Nope, outside.
Out towards left center. 2 down.
Up next for the Lions, the catcher, Roger.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Roger Saunders. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. The Lions with the lead, 9-2. Sam Aller comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The first baseman, Patrick Moody.
Hey!
The tall righty. He throws a cutter, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Nope.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Missed with a
That's ball two.
changeup. And the count's even at 2. In the air, left field, down the line. He dives but can't make the play, and that's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Up next to the Twins, the center fielder, Morris. Oh, come on.
Fought off foul. And the 0-1. Slice to right. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Thomas Ramirez.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ground ball. And that chance handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line. Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
That one kicks away from the catcher. No advance, though. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. They're down to their final strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Nope, that's the ball.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two down.
That's ball 3.
In the dirt. And a payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life. Pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.